When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you fuck her right. Body big as humble like don't be in the humble type. Tell me is you down, cause I'm trying to go good tonight.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, honey. 5 more minutes, y'all, and we're going live, Miss Thing. Yes. We're talking today all things Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber. Hold on, guys. I'm just sharing the link on my Instagram. If you're coming in right now from TikTok, heart the screen, like this live, share it. I'm just sending it over to Instagram so the girlies can come over here, Miss Thing. This is the first time we're doing this, so bear with me as we wait, Miss Thing. You can follow me on X at Mitchy World, MITCHIWRLD. Official Ty-Mitch on Instagram. Official Ty-Mitch on Twitch. Hold on, it's saying lower the music. Hold on, the music might be too high. Bring the music down. Actually. All right. Where was I? Yeah, and on TikTok, Mitchy World. On YouTube at Ty-Mitch. Yes. Also follow A1.image. That's my photography brand. Also, I have a store, Mitchy World, on Instagram. Shop there. Also, I do hair. So follow my Instagram at Ty-Mitch Hair LLC. And also, I am a drag queen. So follow me on Instagram at hold on. What is her TikTok? I'm at her Instagram. I think it's Toya Banks Official. I think that's the Instagram for her. Her name is Toya Banks. And she has a whole thing going on there. We got 3 minutes, and hold on. We have, hey Jackie. Let me post this link to Instagrams. Yes, we have to make sure. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can everybody hear me? Like and share the live. We are here. I'm just sharing it to Instagram. Hopefully this mic works. Hopefully I'm not doing this all for nothing. Matter of fact, what we're going to do, we're going to test it out first. So what we're going to do before I connect my camera, we're going to make sure that the audio is working. Um, um, oh my God. Listening to Saturn Scissor, I can't believe Nicki Minaj said if you left the music industry, you would not be missed. We wouldn't miss you like that. So I mean, because this is definitely an artist that we indulge in and are grateful to experience. But that's neither here or there. I'm doing a million things and I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, y'all, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I don't need to be disturbed because I have an hour on here. We'll probably run over a little bit over an hour. Haven't done this in a while, so we'll go a little bit over an hour. I'm pretty sure as I get ranting down rabbit holes like I do. An hour is probably not enough for the Mitch stir. Okay, so hold on. I'm just testing out the link. Make sure the mic works because if the mic doesn't work, then what are we doing this for? Basically. Hold on. Testing. Okay, so it works. Got it. Okay, so we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Let's connect the camera. We are about to cam up, people. We are about to cam up. Shit. Everybody bear with me. I think I have to delete this and then put another one in here. Like I said, this is all new to me. So we're going to get into the things of the things. So I'm going to do this. Right? And then we do this. And we add it as a source, yes. Okay. So, I'm gonna set her up. Cam is up, everybody. Cam is up. All right, we could turn off the music. We could turn off the music. Let's turn off the music and let's get into the show. Let me make sure the cam is working the way it's supposed to be working. Just make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to be working. She's working. Let's lock this right here. Oh no, we're not gonna lock this. Let's lock this over here. Okay. And we are live. Everybody, we are live. Welcome, 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 welcome to Channel Mitch. I am your host, Ty-Mitch, and we are back with another episode. And today we are going to be talking about all things JBs. And no, I'm not talking about the transgender woman, but she's fab. Um, Shout out to JBs. But today we're talking about Justin Bieber and his new album Swag. Um, Let me pull up my notes because they are lengthy, but good. Where's my notes at? So Justin Bieber released his new album. I think this is his seventh studio album. Um, for this to be Justin Bieber's seventh studio album, first of all, Justin Bieber identifies, I think, as a Christian. Let me see. Is Justin Bieber a Christian? I think he is because he had like dealings with the pastor. Yes, so he's a Christian. So he's a, he's a Christian. He identifies as a Christian, and I believe he's spiritual, because that comes with Christianity. And with that comes spiritual numbers. So I'm trying to figure out how you missed the number 7 and its representation and its meaning as the number of completion. I'm trying to figure out how you did not package or capitalize off of this being the 7th album that you have, and it is a completion, being is that your catalog has just been sold for $200 million. So you completed that. So now, since that's completed and sold off for a measly $200 million, that this album, the 7th studio album, because the 7 is just the number. The 7 is the album that you need to. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna curse. I'm just a little bit. Um, just 1 second. I'm just a little bit. Um, I'm disappointed because the album's trash. So let me pull it up because I don't want you guys to think I'm lying. The number 7. The number 7's spiritual meaning. Listen to this. Completeness, perfection, and divine abundance. Now you just completed and depleted your whole catalog for 200 million kabutos. That's the completeness. Perfection. So now that was perfected and that has been perfection. So now you are operating in a new type of perfection, supposed to be. Divine abundance, you just got paid $200 million. How you sold your album for $200 million is crazy. And how old is Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber is 31 years old. How long has Justin Bieber been in the music business? Honey, he's been in the music business so long, I have to pull up a calculator. He's been in the music business since 2008. So 2008 minus 200, 2025 is 17 years. Michael Jackson. How long has Michael Jackson been in the music business? Michael Jackson has been in the music business for 40 fucking years. Michael Jackson didn't sell his catalog until he needed the money later on, closer to the end of his life. For Justin Bieber to be in the music business for 17, only 17 years, and he sold his music catalog, he needed the money. There's just no other, for whatever, I don't know what he needed the money for, but he needed the money. Let's bring it back to the album. This album was album number 7, right? Y'all like my get up? The pictures will be on Instagram. The full outfit will be on Instagram. You know, there's pictures and everything. You know, we do all of that. Let's add some things to the screen. Hold on. Let's bring this up. We're gonna bring things up, honey, because they need to be seen. So that's my Cash App for those of you that want to donate, because none of this is free. This is the new single, Open. Open is out now on all streaming platforms, Miss Thing. We love her. She is giving you Chris Brown vibes. Um, and this is the Stay Connected. Okay, perfect. So, um, Justin Bieber. Okay, so I need a list of his album. Okay. No, not Justin Timberlake. Although there will be, would there be a Justin Bieber without Justin Timberlake? Like, why didn't Justin Timberlake roll out Justin Bieber instead of Usher? Is that, am I doing something there? Is that too much? Let's not act like black adjacency is not in. Let's not act like black adjacency is not cool. Why didn't Justin Bieber roll out Justin? Why didn't Justin Timberlake roll out Justin Bieber? I just want to know. Like, I might be doing something there, but we don't know. Okay, so a list of Justin Bieber's albums. Okay, so in order, right? Because he only had like fucking 6 of them before this one. Okay, so he had, hold on, girl, where is the list? Okay, so My World 2.0 was released in 2010. That was his first album. The second album is Under the Mistletoe, November 1st, 2011. Then he had the Believe album in June 15th, 2012. Then he had the Purpose album November 13th, 2015. Then he had Changes February 14th, 2020. Then he had Justice March 19th, 2021. Then we get to this album, Swag, July 11th, 2025. First of all, whoever, first of all, there was no rollout for this album. There was nobody conceptualized this album. First of all, this album could have been a moment, a stronger moment in his career and in his legacy and his contribution to pop culture. This album could have rewrote the new chapter or the beginning of the new chapter of Justin Bieber. Like, why would this album be named Swag? Like, why isn't this album the Justin album? Why isn't this album named Being Justin or Therapy Session? Or why isn't this album just Justin? Where is the what was the concept of this album? Because when I listen to the album, I do get Therapy Session in some ways. Shout out to Drewski. I think Drewski is on like a couple of his songs. I think he's on like what, 3 songs? Drewski is on like 3 songs. Yes. Drewski, for those of you that do not know, Drewski is like, I think he makes music, but he's also a skit person on Instagram creator and things like that. So he had like 3 skits in the studio or wherever they were. I'm not sure where they were because I just heard. Um, where he's talking to Justin and things like that, whatever the case may be. So shout out to him. I hope he collects all his royalties and his BMI ideas and everything, and he gets his comeuppance. Um, this album should have been there. Just Justin, or how about this? How about we make it Justin, like in the brackets, just, and then outside of the brackets, in. So just Justin. That and that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. Swag? No, 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 no. You don't have no. Right now, we are putting our ego aside. Everything that everything that he has been going through, everything that we've seen in the tabloids, everything that we know uh from what he has told and been open and what we see, um, we need answers. We need to know that you're working to be the best to get back to you. We want to help you. We want to be with you. We want to support you because that's the only way that we can help you is if that we pay into. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold the line. So, like I said, so why is it um sonically the album? First of all, the album is completely trash. You talked about nothing that I wanted to hear. You talked about my top songs on the album because I have them here. Hold on. Okay, my favorite songs. My first song is "Things You Do." I like that song. I love the vibe. All the little things that you do. You know, it's giving Justin like I do miss Justin Bieber. Like while I was listening like to the first song is All I Can Take. And like when I heard All I Can Take, all I could think about was um Human Nature by Michael Jackson and he was doing it he was doing the whole Michael Jackson thing. So that gave me like a nostalgic Michael Jackson vibe. And I do think like a majority of the album gives Michael Jackson a nostalgic vibe. So things you do is listening to the album. I do miss Justin Bieber's voice. I do miss excuse me, I do miss him outside of how we've recently seen him. I do like seeing this Justin. I do like hearing him. I miss his voice. I miss, you know, what he brings sonically, you know? He is an artist and we love him for the music. A lot of other people love him for the tabloids, but he's not entertaining in that way for me, so I don't like really Like I just followed him today. So I don't go to Justin Bieber for, the tabloids. Um so my favorite songs, the first favorite song is Things You Do. Devotion was cute. And the third one is All You Can Take. Um that's it. How many songs does the album have? Like, hold on, cause like that was it. Like, and I was so excited to listen to Justin Bieber's album. I was like, oh my god. I'm just, it's just like when I heard All You Could Take, when I played the first song, I was like, oh my god, he's back. Justin Bieber's back. And then when I got down the album, I'm like, girl, what were you doing while you were away, girl? Like, maybe we gotta do it again, like, because do you still have it? Like, Justin Bieber? Are you still Justin Bieber, the Justin Bieber? Because I do know that in order to be Justin Bieber, you have to be Justin Bieber, and it's giving Justin Bieber can't. It's not Biebering. Justin Bieber is not Biebering. He's not Biebering, and it's not giving me bounce. It's giving me it's giving me. I'm in Iceland and I have some songs that I just want to sing, and it's just not like oh my god, you just got $200 million from selling your catalog, and this is what you put out after that. Like, where did that money go? You don't have to have a rollout. Got it. You don't have to have a Justin Bieber. 17 years, 14, what is it, 17 years? You don't have to have a rollout. You can drop a song. Yeah, I mean, you could drop a song, you could drop an album, you could drop a project, you could drop anything. You don't have to have a rollout at this point. But whatever you roll the fuck out, when you roll it out, bitch, it has to roll us out. This, shout out to Charlie. This is not even mid, bitch. This is a loss. This is a low. This is not even the seven of the J7. J7. I'm not even a Beeb. J7, bitch. What? What was this? No, no, it's unacceptable. It's literally unacceptable. It's unacceptable, and I'm not going for it, and I'm not happy, and I'm disappointed. I'm completely disappointed in this album. Hey, extraordinary. I said I wasn't gonna like shout out people because I don't know, it's unprofessional. But because we have a show to do. But how many songs does Swag have? 21, 21 songs, and I only saved four. No, I only saved three of them. I didn't do a top five best songs because I didn't have five. I only literally have three songs in my phone for your J7. Like after this album, that's when the Jace. That's when we start counting the albums. After the seventh one, or when we get close to the seventh, we like, okay, J7's coming. Like, bitch, girl, we're there. We're about to complete a whole seven albums, girl. Like, this was not that. No, 21 songs, and I only have three saved. Those were my top three. Um, the worst song on the entire album is that Sexy Red song. Now, That song has that song has a sample of "Can You Stand the Rain?" Okay, cool. Sexy Red does represent a certain type of demographic. That's why she's so successful because she does represent a certain type of demographic. And I will add that the representation of that demographic is necessary. It influences motivation. No, it incites motivation because I don't know how much influence Sexy Red is doing, Miss Hoochie Coochie. But anyway, that representation is everything. So Sexy Red and what she and her visible representation is necessary because everybody in the black community has a Sexy Red in their family. Got it. Cool. Now with Sexy Red for me, being is that she does represent a certain demographic, she can only play within the box of that demographic. Like, I don't want to hear Sexy Red on slow songs. I don't want to hear Sexy Red on the top of a sample. Can you stand the rain? Like, and then when it has to make sense. Like all of this stuff. Like I don't believe any type of conceptual thinking went into this project. I think Justin Bieber was literally in a room in Iceland putting together an album, calling his friends, and seeing who could do what. Because where in the fucking world does Sexy Red fit on the top of a Can You Stand the Rain sample? So, as an artist, this project, I had high hopes for the project. It was deeply and I have to give props. As an artist, it is hard to show up as that artist. Like I said, Justin Bieber has to be Justin Bieber at all times when he comes out of the house. And what happens when Justin Bieber just wants to be Justin? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to give grace, but when you pick up the mic, bitch, but like whatever's going on in your personal life, whatever you're putting out, whatever the tabloids or whatever you're dealing with, we understand. We have grace. We want you to get better and come back to us when you're better because that's the only way that we can get whatever, the full Justin that we love because we don't want you coming to us and you're still dealing with whatever you're dealing with, you know? So I do believe that there is a world where we want Justin Bieber to get better because we do love in the pop culture Justin Bieber. Like he's the biggest pop icon. Arguably the biggest pop icon of this decade. Um But when you come back to this mic, you need to have something to say. You need to package it. You need to say it. You need to slay it. You need to deliver. You need to execute. And you need to do it now. Anything after you turn off this mic, I don't want to hear. Whatever you need to say, you say it right here and you say it right the fuck now. This album, the packaging, the concept, even the rollout. Now listening to this album, he needed to promote this. Like I would have I would have been better. He would have been better off promoting this album and then this album being a flop. You know what I mean? He would have been better promoting this album, bigging up this album, and then this album flopping, opposed to not promoting the album, not doing any rollout, capitalizing off the ego and his stardom and his bitch, I'm Justin Bieberness of it all. You know what I mean? Putting out the album, and then the album's a flop. Like, bitch, you literally bragged in silence that you were releasing your seventh album in silence, and that the album was so good that you didn't need no promotion, that you just capitalized off of being Justin Bieber. And so, since you're that girl, you're gonna put out a 21 song album with no promotion, no rollout, because I'm Justin Bieber. Because I have this tangible album that is so fucking good that the album is the promotion. No, absolutely not. The album is not the promote. I honestly don't even see no music. I don't have no, all I can take is probably the only single on the album. I don't see any visuals for this. I don't he doesn't go speaking of tour. Speaking of tour, I watched the TMZ documentary. I can't play it here, but it's I don't think I can play it. No, TMZ no, they want their money. Um and he just settled in court with Scooter. How much did Justin Bieber settle for? I think it's to the tune of 38 million. 31.5 million dollars. It says Justin Bieber settled with Scooter Braun for a total of 31.5 million dollars. This amount includes 26 million to reimburse an advance from concert promoter AEG Presents and 5.5 million for unpaid commissioned owned to Scooter. So when he canceled in the middle of the Justice tour, the promotional company said, girl, I need my money for the rest of the tour. And Scooter and was like, okay, we'll pay. We'll pay the money to the promotional company, AEG. Now, and Justin said to Scooter, you know, I'll pay you back. In 10 years or whatever the case may be, I'll pay you back. I think it was like I heard from the TMZ allegedly, everything's allegedly. Um, TMZ was like that. Scooter said Justin wrote on a piece of paper that I'll pay you back in 10 years or whatever the case may be. So, I want my money. So something happened, or whatever the case may be, according to TMZ. Something happened. Justin got close to the people at the church. The guy at the church, what girl? What's the guy at the church name? The guy at that church, or whatever the case may be, got really close to Justin. I guess allegedly the guy at the church got into Justin's ear. Next thing you know, they told Justin to watch out for Scooter. Next thing you know, Justin is turning away from Scooter, his manager, and his whatever. And so now it's like he didn't want nothing to do with Scooter because the guy at the church was telling him all of this stuff in his ear. Now Scooter's like, "Give me my money." Scooter's like, "Give me my money, and if you don't trust me, we'll do an audit." So Scooter did an audit of his company, produced that audit to Justin. Justin said, "Well, of course this is going to be the audit because it's coming from you." Scooter went back and did an audit from an audit company, a actually prominent audit company that does the Oscars or whatever the case may be. It was a legit audit company outside of, had no dealings with Scooter, whatever the case may be, in his company. So it was a separate audit, and it actually said that Justin owed Scooter $5.5 million on top of the 26 he gave him. Justin was like, "Well, yeah, no, no, actually, we're going to I'm going to do an audit." So Justin's people did an audit, according to TMZ. We haven't seen that audit that Justin did of his company. So they settled out in court, and Justin says he's going to pay back the money only when his wife just sold her company, and he's the stock owner. Excuse me. He's a stock owner in her company. And so when his wife gets her, how much did Haley Bieber sold Road for? She sold it for $1 billion, right? So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. How many millions are in a billion? Am I supposed to know that? I bet y'all didn't know 1,000 millions is 1 billion. Stop acting like y'all knew that. I need y'all to stop right now acting like y'all knew that $1,000 million is a billion. I, I didn't know that. So that's a lot of money. So 1,000 of the millions of dollars is a billion. And Justin put inside of the settlement that he will pay Scooter back everything he owes him after that check is cashed, because he gets some of that check from his wife's company because he paid into his wife's, he has stock in his wife's company. So why is this album like this again? I need somebody from the team. I don't even think there is a team. I feel like Justin Bieber is like, I'm fucking Justin Bieber. I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. I'm gonna do I'm gonna name this album Swag. First of all, don't nobody even say Swag no more. Swag is so dated. Swag is giving me definitely something Soldier Boy would name his album. Like Swag, like you're not Soldier Boy. Like Swag. Like when I think of Swag, I think of only Soldier Boy can get away with an album in 2025 named Swag. Like like that's the only getaway that I can, like, that can happen. Your seventh album, you name it Swag, and the whole album is not swaggy. I don't know. I didn't like it, but I will say this: I do commend any artist that comes to the mic and produces that which was in their head, in their imagination, in their spirit, in their soul, for the public to criticize, ridicule, pick apart, or throw away. I do commend any artist within their artistry median that is bold enough to create. So I'm happy that he is behind the mic, but what I am hearing, he does not need to be behind the mic doing. Because this album is neither swag, is neither a comeback, and is neither Justin Bieber. And with that, I rest my case. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to give. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Um, therefore, stream swag. Um, can't bring somebody down without building them back up. Now, this is the build back up. I'm happy that you're doing the work, that you're back behind the mic, that you are producing music that you own now. 'Cause you don't own anything that you've ever done. Does he even own this album? I mean, Jesus. I don't even know if he owns this. I don't even know how many I don't even know his contractual obligation to his music distribution company. I don't even know. But he owned Justin. I guess he owned his catalog and he sold it. Like you can't sell something you didn't own. So I'm guessing he owns this. So basically, we're back at the start. This is the start. And I have to give grace. I have to give grace because I know for me, I've been sober for a year and 8 months as of this live. And I'm just now seeing, I'm just now getting my comeuppance. I'm just now seeing the fruits of my labor in my fight for sobriety. My drug of choice was alcohol. Um, it just really had a control over me. And I got up one day and I said to myself, actually, no, I didn't get up. I was laying down in the bed one day, the day that I decided to go sober to practice sobriety because sobriety is a practice. Sobriety is a religion. Sobriety is a way of life. Sobriety is a mindset because every day is a fight. And the more you go down your journey of sobriety, the easier, those wants and needs and, yearnings become. So I was laying in the bed one day and my body was speaking to me and my body was like, well, bitch, it's time to drink. I'm telling y'all what my body was saying. I'm laying in the bed, bitch, just like this, just laying there. And my body told me, bitch, my body, not my mind, my body. Do you hear me? I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to wrap it up. Y'all have to take y'all seats. My body told me it's time to drink. And I told my body, bitch, well, if you're so thirsty, you get up and detach yourself from me and you go down there and get something to drink then. Because me, we up here, we said that we are going to be sober that we are not going to let anything control us, that we are no longer going to set ourselves back, that we are no longer going to complain. We are going to accept what is. And we are alcoholics. And we said that we are no longer going to be alcoholics. So, bitch, if you decide that you're thirsty for an alcoholic beverage, you detach from us and you go down there and get something to drink then. Well, guess what, bitch? My body got in line and I am not headless or bodiless. My body got in the fuck line with my mental. And I need y'all to know in closing that the body could be hooked up to a machine, still doing the very movements that it was doing without the brain. Do you hear me? How trickery the body is. And the people will call you. Listen to the irony in this. Y'all believe y'all body so much. If y'all believe in the human body so much, if you believe that your human body is so powerful, let me say it like this. If you believe that the human body is more powerful than your brain, you have already lost the game. Your body could be hooked up to a machine that will make your chest go up and down. You could be hooked up to a brain. You could be hooked up to a breathing machine. And the irony is, they call it being brain dead. The irony is that your body is still working, but you're brain dead. And I don't know about you, but if you are brain dead, for me, this is just for me because a lot of people keep people. Like, I don't, let me look it up. How many cases are there when people come back from being brain dead? You know what it says? It says there are no definite cases of individuals coming back from being declared brain dead, as brain dead is considered irreversible. However, there are documented cases where individuals have shown signs of recovery after being in a hesitant vegetable state or deep coma. I said that to say this. Once you get your brain in line, once you get your control center that controls the rest of the body, that the body sends signals to the brain. Your body is sending signals to the brain, and the brain is sending transmitters back down to heal or to incentivize or to, I don't even think that's the word, So your body is sending signals to the brain, and the brain is sending the answers to those signals. So when you stub your toe sends signals all the way to your brain, and your brain sends signals back down to your toe so that you can feel that your toe has just been stubbed. And then the brain computes that feeling as, bitch, you're hurt. If you don't have the control center in line, you will still be stubbing your toe without aiding the brokenness or the pain. So that's why the control center is so important. And whatever you're struggling with today, please get your control center. This is a safe space. Get your control center in line. Um, and in some degree, I listening to this album, I believe that there is some progress only because he was able to come to the mic. But I'm not sure. And I don't want to say that this album is the determining factor whether or not he is on his road to recovery or, paying attention to his mental health. But I thought that that's what the type of album, that's what I'm saying. The seventh album and completeness and spirituality and all of this other stuff. I just thought that I was going to get all of that in this album, and I didn't get all of that in this album. So now I feel like he's still, he's still doing the Justin, the tabloid Justin stuff. So let me give out a number for the hotline for drugs and alcohol. Girl, what is the number? There is no just like number for drugs and alcohol. Listen, I don't even know a hotline. First of all, you can call the hotline all you want. The hotline ain't gonna do it. The hotline is not gonna do it. You're gonna have to actually. There is no number. You're gonna have to do the work yourself because you put yourself in that predicament. Actually, the first step is accepting where you are in life, knowing that you did contribute to whatever is happening in some way. Um, and letting go of trauma because I do believe people find identity within their trauma, letting that go, forgiving people, not for them, for you, and moving on and doing the work so that your control center can be better for you. And only when the control center becomes better for you, then it can become better for the world. And then we'll all be on the same wavelength and then we will live in paradise. So the number you need to call is 1-800 get your shit together. Now, how's that for your entertainment? I'll see you guys on the next podcast.